everyone. I hope traders and investors alike were green yesterday. In this video, we're going to do our best to recreate our trading room and talk about what we knew in pre-market through price action throughout the day. We're going to do our best. There's a lot of stuff coming in, and we definitely cannot cover everything. It's just impossible, especially every little piece of news that we get and all the option flow on the other names, which is too hard to track here. But we definitely use option flow on other names as leading indicators. All right, so what we did know in pre-market that it was Friday. Friday in the summer, kids did go back to school, but parents are still taking some time off for themselves. We're still seeing low volume, and we definitely expected low volume, and we did get that. And we were expecting that. The markets have been doing exactly what we expected them to do. We talked about it in August, pushing up into the end of August and pulling back going into September. It has not been the easiest to trade, but it has done exactly what we expected it to do. Nice push up right into the end of August. The last trading day of August, we got a red candle and been working our way down. We are trying to get a little reversal off the bottom here, off the daily. Not really too sure. We're going to talk more about the market and the shape of the market in a different video for Sunday. This is mostly going to be focused on price action, but we knew we were coming in for a low volume day. Now at market open, let's go ahead and put the first candle up. We have the 1 minute chart up for now. So the first candle looked like it wanted to pull back and then shot higher. And right at 9 o'clock or 9:30, we had very strong bullish breadth or bullish flow coming in, option flow coming in all above the ask, calls coming in, all bullish flow coming in on the market for the first 5 minutes, and breadth was raging higher. We went from a negative number into a positive number, raging higher on breadth at market open. So that's our first candle, strong candle. Can we get follow through here? Second candle, give nice follow through. Third candle, give nice follow through. And this is, so right here you got your three green crows, the three rising candles. However you want to look at it, whatever you want to call the pattern, it's got a couple different names. This candle did confirm, so it's letting you know there's some more upside. But the shrinking candles within that pattern, just tell me that even though if it does get follow through, it's not. I would prefer this big candle be on top of the pattern, let me know more momentum's coming in. Just kind of seems like momentum slowing, but definitely still providing some trade there. So let's go to the 5 minute chart, because I want to spend some time talking about the 5 minute candle here, because that's one of the things that we look for is your 5 minute candle to take out your second 5 minute candle to take out your first 5 minute candle. This is one of the things that we look for, and we look for this in both directions. It's a sign of strength. If you can see it in bullish on the way up, it's a sign of strength to the upside. If you're taking your first 5 minute candle out to the downside, that's also a sign of strength to the downside, or a lot of people would say a sign of weakness. I look at it as a sign of strength to the downside. So nice candle here on the 5. Let's turn on our 5 on the 5. It is on. Okay, so one more candle. And you can see this candle, the way it acted, it originally pushed up higher. All right, you're still outside of your Bollinger Band, so that can and will act as a support level until it's confirmed back into. I can't help myself for saying that. But the second 5 minute candle did not confirm above, but it still provided an opportunity for a scalp. Now, please understand, this was a big 5 minute candle, huge 5 minute candle. So it's hard to expect a follow through candle right off of that first 5 minute candle. After a move like that on the 1 minute chart, the 1 minute chart kind of needed to cool off a little bit. But on the 1 minute chart, after that first 5 minute candle, just playing that candle, pushing up and getting that follow through, you could have made money right there, catching that candle. I just wouldn't have got greedy there, but bands are still suggesting more upside. This one got us back into the bands. This one got us below the 9. This is leaving us with a small evening star. Preferably want to be outside of the pattern. That candle right there actually just confirmed, barely, but outside of that pattern. They should be starting our stair step lower here. And you can see right there, we tried to pull back on that candle and it failed. So it got shot right back higher. And right now it's giving us, so we just went from a evening star that actually confirmed this candle opened up, gap down. That would have provided a nice scalp on the 1, but you would have been super quick to be in and out of that candle. And actually giving us a large bodied hammer candle there. But overall, So the reason why I call it large body hammer, just because it's got that wick. So we got a nice strong bullish engulfing candle, engulfed the previous candle, and it does have that nice wick on it. So that's definitely a bullish candle. We don't have a name for that candle, but that's a very bullish candle. And overall, it's giving you a morning star right here. And once again, this candle just confirmed back over the pattern, but we still have this candle line up here that needs to be cleared. Those bands are still suggesting more upside. You got your MACD setting up here. Let's go take a look at the 5-minute chart right here just to see what we get. And you can see that's the 3-minute. Let's go to the 5. You can see the first candle was just a Harami there, and we did get a strong candle for the second candle. So the Harami was not confirmed. It looked like it was going to be, but ended up pushing back up and closed up above the pattern. For putting a name on this pattern, we're going to start calling it the falling or the rising and falling ones. We've just been seeing a lot of them, and for a while we were trading them earlier in the year, but that's a whole different story. Let's go back to the one here. So here you can see your flag. Also, just several different ways to look at this. The morning star, you can see a little flag here. We've been talking about how we've been able to trade for the last 8 weeks plus. We've been looking for price action to lose the 9, stay above the 20, and reclaim the move here. You got your goose head down there in the MACD, and this is all stuff that we're calling out as we're trading throughout the day. These things are being called out. And this candle right here did not move above that target yet. So right now we know that we are chopping. So let's go back to the 5 and let's see what the 5 looks like. So because we're starting to put in a possible trading range here, let's get one more candle on the 5. And that candle cut deep, come back, nice strong signal there, bullish signal. And we're respecting this 5 nicely as of right now. One more candle. That candle right there looked like it was going to fail big time and pushed us higher. So that was a very bullish signal. This was a very bullish signal. That's, buyers keep trying to step in on them. The buyers or the sellers keep trying to step in on the buyers. The buyers keep coming back with strong signals here. So very good signals. Let's go to the 1. It's some pretty choppy action to try to trade, but you can see the buyers keep trying to come back up here. And so we had this real chop fest in here, tried to break out, got pulled back. And right here, you can see your reversal candle. Remember calling this out. And just because this was a heavy evening star, morning star, evening star, morning star, trying to get stuff to confirm. We were chopping. So this is another morning star, good strong signal. A hammer candle was a low close candle, but there's still a lot of bullishness there. This candle opened up here. The sellers were able to pull it down. The buyers come back in and brought this candle back up. And their momentum, with the second that it's actually a lot shorter than a second, but when this candle closed, that bullish momentum gapped this candle up. This candle did not close out of the pattern. We'd like to be out of the pattern, so this candle pushing up outside of that pattern would have made a nice entry. Let's go back to the 5. And we can see our hammer candle there. And you can start to see, a candle line here that's being respected. We know we got resistance right there. So you can always start to draw lines here because you can start to see a trading range being put in. So we got to clear this level. We know we have to clear this level. I actually had this drawn out with a small box. I'm not going to draw it here. And right there. So once again, this hammer candle on the 5 was a very strong signal. Give a nice move higher. Once again, we are closing here with a morning star. So this is signaling more move higher. Now, it may not be the very next candle, but we know the 1, 2, 3 rule. We respect that. That's signaling a move higher. It all comes from that strong hammer candle. With this hammer candle here, which turned into a morning star. And then we seen that strong hammer candle on the 5. So we are getting a little extended here. So we'll get up here. We're looking, maybe start looking for that pullback. Matter of fact, let's play this 1-minute chart for a few candles. Let's turn this 5 off. 5's not normally on here, so we're still pushing here. Still pushing. So at this point, if you've missed this trade, unless you're scalping, you're looking for the pullback into your moving averages for the trade. Now we just got another bearish signal. So This is not a bearish engulfing candle because it does not engulf the previous candle, but it did gap down and move lower, which is leaving us with a set of what's called tweezer tops or a set of pipes, however you want to look at them. Some people call them king and queen candles, but either way, that's a bearish signal. And like I say, at this point, we had a nice run, so we're looking to come back in and we're looking here for a trade. And we'll come down with some vengeance. We know we're holding the 20 here, the 9 there. I turned the BBs off and not the 5. So we can see the nice pull in. We're holding that 20. The MACD is definitely changing character. See what we get on the next candle. Can we hold the 20? Still trying to hold it. All right, so right now, possible bullish around me. I actually think these are stronger because this candle gapped down and opened up and was able to push back into the previous candle line. Let's go to the 5. So we're still really, really chopping up here. This is some really tough action to try to trade. If you were quick scalping, you were able to make money into it, but it was really tough at this point. But we still had this morning star here, so we're still expecting a move higher. This candle just confirmed that morning star right there. So we are expecting a move higher off of this. Our morning star just got confirmed. So let's go ahead and play this out for a few candles. And now we're pushing higher. We also have our 447.03 level up here, so we know that's a major level of resistance. So this is where, if you're not into it in this area, that's where you're looking for the stock to come to you and set your trap. So that's what we do. Instead of chasing these breakouts, if we wait, we scalp the breakouts if we can. We wait for the pullbacks, wait for them to reset up, then we catch the runs. And if you miss that, or you look to take profit at your 447.03 and you look for another trade because we're looking for a reaction there. Now let's see if we get that reaction back to the 1 minute time frame. You can see your candles getting really tight there. 9's trying to catch up. Taking the 9 back, can we get to the target? Say the 447.03 is where we're setting a trap. That's where we want to see the breakout come, or a fail for a huge rejection, or just a rejection so we can make money on it. Preferably, we always want a nicer rejection so we can make more money, or a big breakout at this level. But when we get into this level, you can start to kind of expect some chop at those areas. Let's go to the 5 real quick and let's see what the 5 minute time frame looks like. So you can see right here on the 5, once again, evening star. It was a very morning star, evening star day. Some days it could be a falling 3 day or rising 3. Today or yesterday was evening star, morning star. I'm just seeing a lot of them. So there's your confirmed evening star on the 5 right there. This candle just confirmed it, and we're moving lower. Once again, this pattern was called out in our Discord as we were trading, so you'll be able to take advantage of it. Now, right there, you can see the 9's turning down, confirmation below the 20. So you see how much that candle grew? So normally that would be suggesting more downside. This candle opened up and tried to confirm and shoved right back up. So what are we getting here? We ended up getting a nice pattern right here on the 5. But it definitely did not want to break out of this area. And you can see we're getting good support here. And we get a tower bottom, so this is signaling more upside. The tower bottom has been confirmed, so this is another signal that we like, and we always prefer to see with morning stars, evening stars, tower tops, tower bottoms, anything that, multiple candles, we prefer the candle to close outside of the pattern. You're right, candle. This one did, like that one didn't, so it was a little harder. We got to get below the pattern to go in on it. Like this one, that's a strong pattern there, and which provided a nice move up. This one closed the strongest. Your right candle closed the strongest in the pattern. That's what we prefer to see. So that was giving us a nice signal to the upside, but we really didn't get a huge move off from it. So we did see some follow through though, and that did provide some action there. Remember, that's a 5-minute candle. So seeing a 5-minute candle follow through, catching a pattern on the 5 can provide a bigger trade on the 1. And for the same action here on the 1, we had in the Discord, we were watching this here on the 1 as well. So we were watching a line there, which we ended up taking out and confirming above, then coming back below and pushing up. But in this area, I didn't have the bottom line drawn, but we talked about it. But you could have drawn this little ascending triangle-ish move there. We definitely had to. I mean, we were sharing the screen, seeing this, and that provided the breakout there. So let's go back to the 5. Hopefully those lines don't mess us up too much on the 5. So we had that little breakout there. Didn't provide a lot, but that provides you trading the right asset with the right strike on options. If you're trading the right asset with the right strike, with the right liquidity, you can make really good money on that move. So we're back at the 5-minute time frame. Let's get this 5-minute 5 back on. We've been ignoring that. The 5 is definitely on the way up. Can we get the MACD change character? We are seeing a character change. Seeing the histogram bars change. The MACD is trying to turn up here. We want to see a cross if we're going to continue to see an up move. So no confirmation above and breaking back down right there. So we got snatched back down with an evening star on the 5. Strongest right hand candle right there. This is when things really, so it was a lot of chop in this area. At this point in time, we were already starting to watch after we didn't get confirmation there and we failed, we started to watch a pattern, this little wedge here where price is wedging. It's not perfect, but we started to watch this setup here. It's not perfect, not a perfect wedge. It's fairly ugly, but it gives us something to plan to try to get some kind of a trade planned on this. We did have a confirmed evening star here as well. So remember, confirmed evening star, we're looking to break out of that pattern. And there's our breakout from the evening star. This would have provided more trades. You got to look for a target right here. Breaking out of that, this is your number one target. That's, you definitely know you got support there. I mean, the tower top is telling you, you can see the candles. You got a candle line there. That's your support level. That would have been your target on that breakout. Once again, this is a 5-minute time frame. So on the 1, that provided a decent move down on the 1. Now also, this is not perfect, but you can see we broke out, got pushed back in. You can see the rejection there. Gravestone, the bulls did try to come for it, but right there, the bears took it back, got us back out of the pattern, and we started to move lower. You can see the hammer candle, the wick down here on that. You can see the hammer candle down here providing the reversal, and just push back up into your 9. The MACD is trying to change character there on the 1. Let's go back to the 5. Still trying to test this level, still trying to test that level. And you can see the 5 breaking higher here, bullish engulfing, heading right back up into that pattern, unfortunately. But this wedge here, this little symmetrical triangle, we didn't really have enough touch points in there. So it's just coming back for another touch point, which was some crazy action. And then we finally start to move lower out of it. Once again, evening star. The confirmation candle of the evening star put us right here on this candle line. At that point, we need to get below that area. And I don't have the 50-day on. Your 50-day is starting to come through here on the 1-minute time frame, or I'm sorry, on the 5-minute time frame. The 50 was coming through there as support, in which I don't have that on here, but we were able to clear that and move lower. So just some really tight action, not the greatest structure, still able to get moves. If you were super disciplined, we just called out a bunch of stuff, and we called out a bunch of stuff in the Discord that you could have made money with. But the problem is you had to be super, super disciplined to catch it. And, we did eventually work lower throughout the day. We're going to end the video here because we're working on 20 minutes and we're trying to keep the videos under 20 minutes. But we do hope that the setups here that we did provide, I know it's not the best day, but we can't cherry pick every single trading day to do videos on. We have to do videos on the tough days as well. And this was some tough action to trade. Like I say, it did provide opportunities. You could have left the markets green if you applied discipline to your trading and, no over trading, stuff like that, and just went for the higher probability setups. I hope you have a great day. I hope you found this helpful. Please remember, discipline is the key to your success in trading, and I will see you next time.